think we might be back. My name's Casper Jones. I handcraft skateboards for Life Skateboards, and you're watching Days with Casper. We're going to continue gluing these boards up. I lost connection on the last live, and we will see if the connection does any better here. Otherwise, I'll just shut the phone off and see if that's the issue. So if you're unfamiliar with what you're watching, these are Life Skateboards being made. We handcraft skateboards here at Life Skateboards. Ooh. And these boards are available at lifeskateboard.com. What's up, Bobby? I just had to end a live stream because it was cutting in and out, apparently. So, let me know if the stream is still working or not. 1 second here. Ooh. Is there a better connection on this one, Juggalo? I turned off the Wi-Fi connection, came back, and hoped that it was a little better. Wow, Bobby, thank you. We got Bobby's rad. Thanks, dude. Remember, guys, if you guys buy supers and you put a note on there, I am going to write that note as long as it's appropriate inside of a skateboard. Because why not? Doesn't do anything to the board. Then you, me, and the people that are watching here know it's in there. Let's hope this this one stays going here, right, guys? Whew. Not really sure what's going on with the connection. Juggalo is right. We are in a big metal box here. But it should work inside the metal box. We've got a Wi-Fi router right over in the other corner of the building there. But we tried to start this off with a signal booster to make this easier. But this Wi-Fi situation seems to be the best option. And I am steadily struggling with this tape. There we go. Sometimes some glue dries on the tape, and that's where we're at. Thank you. Dang it. This tape does not make me happy. Bear with me real quick. Come with me real quick. You guys can see what I do when I need to fix this part of the tape. I have issues with this tape here almost every time, and it's my fault. But if I do that, it takes all the excess glue off the edges. Awesome, Juggalo. He's talking about the night graphic we have here at Life Skateboards. Right here. That is the graphic that Juggalo is referring to there. And if you go to lifeskateboard.com, you can get all kinds of stuff. To Skateboard. Can I guess and then someone tell me? Do I make the boards? Yes. Am I right? I don't know what language that is, and I only speak English. You probably speak more languages better than I do, I promise. All right, another 7 pieces of maple here. Oh, no, it's all right. Look at that. Like I said, you speak 2 languages better than I do, man. That's rad. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I love doing it. We press our own boards here at Life. We cut out our shapes. You guys can pick your wheelbase, apply color, graphic, whatever you want. And then we apply our graphics with a hand-carved Lino block. Since 1990. Hell yeah. So I've been skating for 21 years, maybe 22, I don't remember. The boss man's been skating for a very, very long time. It's just me and Sam Koch here at Life Skateboards. That's a great question. Should you first learn to cruise? I always tell people the first thing that they should be doing on a skateboard is getting comfortable on it. So yeah, getting comfortable pushing around, doing tic-tacs, being able to kick turn, pump, things like that. All of those little skills that are basic skills are going to make it easier for you to roll away from a trick anyway. So, how long does it take to make a skateboard is a good question. It takes, these boards are in the press for 24 hours. They cure for 7 days, and then the shape can be cut out. But once the shape's cut out, it's just cutting the shape out, shaping it, cleaning up the edges, and then it goes on to graphic application. We just need the Lino block ink to dry, and then clear coat to dry, and then it's good to go. 2 to 3 week maximum turnaround for something that needs to be pressed fresh, but we usually beat that pretty well. What kind of glue is Type Bond 2? Asking good questions today, guys. I'm talking shape, Sam. We got Sam in the chat here. Sam is the owner and operator of Life Skateboards. Everybody tell him how much you appreciate all that work he's done and the dedication to this high quality craft. 7 layers. Yes, these are 7 layers right here, but you can get a 6 or an 8 ply from us. If you go on the website, that's lifeskateboard.com. Turnout Sunday was amazing. We had an amazing time. Definitely happy to be working again now. That was a lot of work that went into getting that event to happen. It was several months of gathering product, and it was rad. There is a full video of the contest up on the website. Is it essential to layer? Solid maple. So on this next board here, I will show you the differences between the plies. You've got 5 vertical grains and 2 horizontal grains. Putting those grains against each other gives the board strength in every direction. And then having the multiple layers of veneer makes it easier to create the concave on the board. So, good question. Well, thank you, man. Or ma'am, I'm not entirely sure. But I love what I do, and it makes me real happy to be able to share it with you guys. So I am from Indianapolis, born and raised. Lived on every side but north side. Don't know why I had to throw that in there. Alright, so I apologize. What I'm doing right now, I keep forgetting to explain things. I'm taping up the ends of the boards, so once they go in the press, they don't shift around on us. We got one more to glue up, and then we're going to be loading these into the long press. I'll flop you guys over onto the other tripod. Thanks, Fantasy. I like both. I film a lot more in parks than anywhere else. Whenever I go street skating, I'll be honest, I usually just put my phone in my car and take off. Street skating is more therapeutic for me than anything, so. How long does it take to be pressed? I know that's a repeated question, but I don't mind answering it over and over again. These boards are under pressure for 24 hours and then they cure in a stack of their own concave for 7 days before they can be cut out. Being in a stack of their own concave prevents snapback on the kicks and concave. I love it. Have I ever tried an electric longboard? Oddly enough, I have not. Although it sounds pretty fun. I used to do downhill longboarding. We are currently working with master sheets from Marwood. And I know we are looking to be switching soon. I am not the person that makes that decision or makes those orders. So, I don't know. Have I heard about fingerboarding? I sure have. In fact, at the contest we had this last weekend, 27 Decks, which is a local fingerboard company. You should check that out, 27 Decks. Look them up. They donated quite a few fingerboard completes to give away. I personally am awful at fingerboarding. I broke my leg a while back, and a local fingerboard company called JSL hooked me up with a little complete, and all I could figure out were the little tray flip pressure thingies. Ooh. When will you wear wigs? I'm not sure. Will you wear wigs? I really appreciate that I recognized that. And also, B, Elaine, you just upped yourself in this chat pretty dang well with that one. I'm not sure. That's a good question. I don't think that would be possible with what we're about to do. And here I was saying I was going to explain the differences in the plies. Here's a horizontal ply. Almost forgot. All right, we're gluing up this last ply right here. And then we will move you guys over to the long press, load that up, and then we just got to load up the standard press. Now, while I'm doing the actual pressing itself, very difficult for me to keep up with the chat here. And then once we get to shaping, it's going to be very difficult for me to keep up with it until I get over to the orbital where I can respond to you guys at. All right. Let's get this guy taped up and move them all over there. Angle ya. I can hear the rain outside, and it is a bummer. Alrighty, let's get you guys over here. I'll put you on a different tripod. How's that sound? I'll try to without breaking my other tripod. Oh, my general tripod I use for lives got a little broken this weekend. So bear with me while I'm figuring this out. So here is the press here. We've got the long mold down here. We put 2 in each mold, and we've got a centerpiece. This upper part is for the youth mold. This is where our kicks are closer together. And we usually go 6-ply on the youth boards as well. Currently just lowering the jack right here, since I had this set up for longs and youths last time. That should be good there. It is coming down outside right now. Alright, so we put a plastic separator in between the mold and the first board to keep the board and the mold separate. Make sure it's all aligned really well. Throw another separator in there. And throw this board in there. And sometimes we do all this alignment and then have to realign it at the end. But alignment is if the board's not aligned properly, if the board doesn't get pressed properly, and then it's not good for a customer. We don't let bad boards leave Life Skateboards. Let's see. Alright, so here is that center mold. Like I said, we don't want to put more than 3 in between the molds we don't want it to start losing its concave through the pressing. All right. Accidentally. And if this ends up a little too tight, I'll just lower those jacks again. Looks like it might be. Yep, looking like I'm gonna need to lower these just a little more. How to learn tic-tac: stand on your board and kick your nose back and forth. Worst thing that's gonna happen is you're gonna put your tail down. So as you tic-tac, it's gonna push your momentum forward. We had a pretty cool little tic-tac race this weekend. That was fun. All right, I'm gonna get this shoved in there. Looks like we're gonna have to wiggle this guy in there. Like I said, alignment's gonna need to be changed again. Whew. I threw all the alignments off. That was a little tougher than it needed to be. Sorry about that, guys. Good to go. A little shift down here. Sorry, setting up the press alignment is something I usually do before the lives, but oh well. We're here. All right, let me grab my sticks and we are gonna raise this up now. Ooh. Sorry Sorry about that. That one took a while, didn't it? Thanks for bearing with me on that, guys. So these were originally set up as pneumatic jacks, but when we moved the shop, we never hooked up the compressor through here, so eventually we might. Little extra work, same results. Oh, I'm sorry, Graybeard. So no, they're not generally thicker. We use a 1/16th vertical grain and a 1/20th crossband. One moment here. Where you going? There it is. Nice adjustment there. Awesome. Well, the cool thing about skateboarding is you never got to give it up. What's up, Sweaty Freddy? Can you make a new board with some plywood and sandpaper? No, because you're going to have to get that plywood to bend like this is bending right here. And it's already cured and set. You're going to have to make it yourself. Glue it up, put it in there. But you can make your own board with a pressure vacuum system. You want to look that up. Whatever you do, if you're going to make a product in skateboarding, try to make it better than what's out there. Alright, so like I said, this used to be hooked up as pneumatic jacks, and we would use the time between the pops to be able to time it out. But we'll just go until this holds my weight for that one. This guy's good here. And now we will move on to the standards. So that press there will go up to 11.75 inches on a board. This next one is going to be 925 and below, and we also have a press that goes up to 15 inches. What's up, Ruben? Skate till you lose your balance. That's that right there. Could you 3D print a skateboard? Probably, but probably not going to be good quality. Maple, specifically Great Lakes or Canadian maple, is the preferred wood for skateboards. It's extremely strong yet malleable species of wood, and when you get maple from Great Lakes area or Canada, so pretty much the upper peninsula of Michigan or Canada, you're getting veneer that's come from trees with long winters and slow growth. Long winters and slow growth create a less porous wood, and that's what you want. Thanks out there doing it. Appreciate you. The board with the horse. So I believe that one is, that's the Fat Punk Point. I apologize, but I don't have all the prices memorized. We've got over 100 shapes. But if you go to lifeskateboard.com, you can put a board together, pick out your ply numbers, colors, add wheel wells, whatever the heck you want. And you can figure out prices on there, and then we'll make it for you. Glue is Type Bond 2. Awesome, Robbie. Yeah, just and then if you guys do order anything from the website, if you could let them know you got it found out from YouTube. We're trying to find out what these lives are doing as far as sales go. Whew. And I've just really enjoyed the community here on YouTube. I love what I'm doing, and I'm really passionate about sharing it with you guys. So, not much. Bobby. I was thanking Robbie, and then Bobby said, "What's up?" And if you guys didn't catch Bobby